Alright, guys, I'm back. Um, this probably won't be super long. Sorry, I had like a little some snot in my throat. Anywho, I was gonna say, this won't be super long. I know that's a weird way of starting this, but I have this app I wanted to try or see what it is. If I can find it, it should be like a tier listing. Because I want to start getting into tier list, but I don't know what a tier list is. Hmm. Add a tier. Like what? Add what? Search for tier list, huh? So, like, what if let's do SpongeBob? I don't know. I guess maybe it's just my tier list. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is kind of cool. Okay. So is this like what I write in the tier list? I've always wanted to do a tier list, but I never really knew much about them. I'm trying to think of one I could do. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do one right now or not. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't do one right now anyway because they're gonna be getting chaotic probably here soon. But I can always do one later. Hmm. What should I do for a tier list though? I'm trying to think. A, a tier list. I'm trying to think. God, there's so many things I could do. Ooh, I got an idea. How about I do a tier list, or I could do a ranking on this too. I was thinking about doing a Starfall tier list. A Starfall tier list. For like Starfall. But I could do a ranking on that too with the letters, because I was thinking about that. Hmm. I don't know. Let's try. I guess let's try it out. I mean, I don't have to do it. But let's see. Starfall. Got a Starfall here. Um, letter, 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 a tier. I don't know. Let's just do Starfall letter. I mean, we don't need to put the word tier list in, or do we? And we got some stuff here. Like, what's this? Oh, I can share it with my friends. I don't know what quick share is. But I want to download. I don't know if I want to download it yet. Hmm. Hey, now let me try something here. Okay, I got it. Okay, I was decided to do it off screen just because like it would take a little bit, but yeah, it seems like you got photos here and got collections. I'm assuming the collections must be like the stuff in your phone, and then this is just the photos you've taken. Now you can see one down there is a picture of one of the cousins from Katamari. I took a picture of that because I was gonna try to send it to Masae because she was doing her live stream, but I could not get it to send to her. So I actually got it on my X account. I meant to like I didn't know it was just gonna automatically let me download it, but I don't know. But let's test this out. So like for example, we have E here. We got E, right? Done. Oh, okay, so it just, wait, what? I'm confused. Does it just automatically give it to me then? Okay. Now, it might sound funny for me to do this stuff, though, but like, you see a grown person, doing Starfall. But come on, Starfall is one of those kids games that you can never get tired of. Although I am kind of sick of them going back and editing the crap, though. Like, they removed the pumpkin song and all that. I really liked. It was more music, I guess, than pumpkin, like than actual songs that they weren't singing or anything. But it's still annoying, Like, I don't know why they got rid of that. It's kind of like, it kind of was one of those. It's one of those cases. I kind of wish there was physical copy or physical copies of the stuff. I mean, I don't know if there is. I mean, there might be because it was early on, but I don't know. I just think it's annoying. But that's how it is, I guess. Oops. No, I don't want to delete the photo. It says tier list 0. It got rid of my photo thing. It kind of sucks. I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll do the others. And I guess I'll meet you guys back there. And I guess, you know what? Let's go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do the tier list for you guys. I think I'm going to do my very first tier list for you guys on my childhood game. Hey, now let me get back there and get that taken care of. Alright. I was able to make them. So, we have, we're going to put G, and then H. For some reason, F is, I don't know why F's all the way over there. I'm not sure why it's set up like that, but it is. I was like I said, the January thing's at the bottom there. Not sure why. I guess it already has it set up too. Okay, so I can actually change that too. Interesting. We'll just go with that. So I guess it's that simple. I mean, I guess I want to change in the Starfall thing because I forgot to. For some reason, it changed this, so we need to change it back. Starfall, letter. There we go. Which I think the tier list was already on there, so we could have just kept that on there. This actually, I think, would have been better as a ranking, now that I think about this. Or actually, I was thinking about this beforehand, because I don't really see the point of doing this and all that when like a lot of the letters in Starfall, like, well, all of them are fun. All of them are fun, and all that. So it's like I wouldn't be giving probably pretty much all of them neither a D or an E, maybe a D. I don't know, because some of the changes they made were not very good. Because that's kind of how I want to do this. I think I want to, for the first tier list, I think that's the rules. Like, I think the way I want to do this is how fun they were, and the changes, like how I like the changes, like if there's any changes, were they any good or were they bad? Because Starfall, I've said, has updated their stuff, over time. But let's go ahead, I guess. We'll start out with the very first letter is A. A. Yep, got A. So that's how we do this, huh? Okay. Now, A is the very first letter, and, I gotta say, I actually really like this one. I think I'm gonna make this one a very good, one. It's gonna be an S tier. At the very top. Yeah, I think it's very good. Like, I really like the little ants, the animation for the ants. That's the thing, all of these have, like, these animation stuff. Well, all but one letter. One letter does not. We'll get to that, but the very first letter of this is really good. It teaches you stuff. It's also a rare one that actually has more than three. Most of the letters have like only three spots. This one actually has four. So it has the alligator, the astronaut, the apple, and then the apples with a S. So they teach you like pearls, like more than one. And also we got the whole thing with putting the apples in the correct basket. Really fun. Really fun. I really do like this a lot. It's really good. Um I also don't know why a tier list they give us Starfall or this. I don't know why they give us this kind of thing. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. Also, I noticed the title disappeared again. What the heck happened to the title? I don't know what happened there. It might take some time to get used to it. Letter. There we go. We'll see what happens. I mean, if it changes it again, I'll still put it on YouTube. But it's supposed to be Starfall tier list. So, yeah. Now we got letter B. Now, letter B is next. And this is one of those. If you guys watched me, Let's Play Starfall, or for people who are new to it, you may not know this, but Starfall. I mentioned this in my Let's Play that originally you could actually get the letters wrong because by the end of the game, or by the end when you get your little mini game, they make you put it in the right side, and I think it's the flowers. Yeah, I think you collect it from the B and you drag it to the right letter. Apparently, they fixed it where they fix it and make you get it right no matter what. Like it'll automatically do it for you. That I don't really like. Like I really don't like that they changed that. There's another mini game like this too, later down that does the exact same thing. I really do not like that. Like I think kids need to learn that making mistakes is okay and all that. But used to, it would say "oops" if you got it wrong. Now I don't know if it did this in the letter A one or not. Too, I can't remember, but I know it did it here. So yeah. Also, they changed the ball, like the ball sound effect, and they also did this with the letter sound effects when they bounce. As their animation intro, introduction. Because, like I said, A did this too. All the letters do this except for one. It doesn't really do much, but yeah, they changed that too. I don't know. They kept the sound effect, but they swapped it out. It's kind of weird. Like it is very weird. Like I don't know why they changed it, but I'm gonna clarify. These changes happened much later on. And Starfall has been around for a long time, so I'm not sure why they suddenly changed it, but I don't know. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one an A because them changing the mini games. I guess the sound effect, even though it's kind of stupid and pointless to change it, at least they kept it. But I don't really like the mini game where they force you to get it right. Like they can't just make you mess it up and fix it. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Next up we have C. Um, Now C is next. Now C is a good one. C is has like a little camera animation at the beginning. It's really fun, and I like the one with the cat, where the cat is like running around the walls and up the ceiling. It's really funny. And it has a little piano that plays. It's really good. Yeah, I really like that a lot. Normally cats, cats do climb, but they wouldn't climb like that. They make it look like a mouse is climbing, but no, it's a cat doing it. A funny story speaking about mice and stuff. I actually in grade school, my teacher Miss Myers. I don't really talk about Cowley Hills a lot because I wasn't the biggest fan of the school, but there was this moment where like we were in the classroom and then there was a mouse that came out of nowhere and she went and screamed. And we all saw it at the same time too, but she was like the only one that screamed. But I mean, I don't really like mice either. Mice chew things up, but I wouldn't probably scream for one. But I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to tell that story. But another thing I will say about C, I really like is the little mini game. You get like a mini game and you see Starfall. You get to see the Starfall camp, and then they're like you get someone singing. It's really catchy. Like it's really catchy. I really like it a lot. But yeah, I don't know if Starfall camp is a real thing. I actually meant to look it up, but never did. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in an S. It's definitely getting an S. It's really good. Now we need the D now. Where's the D at? Hey, where'd the D go? Oh shoot, I thought I had D somewhere. Hold on, let me look it up. Maybe I didn't add it to it. Hang on. Alright, here we go. I should have it now. There we go. Oops, no, I don't want to delete it. No, I don't want to delete it. There we go. I don't know what happened there. It wasn't letting me click on it. Okay, now we got D. Now D is another really good one. D is for I like the little stage dance they do at the beginning for the animation for it. It's really funny and pretty cool. Another thing I like about this one is we get to see the dancing doll, and then we see that it twirls around, and we hear the Nutcracker music. It's really nice. I love the Nutcracker music. It's really catchy. And then we get like a little dinosaur dance at the end, and and in this mini game we get to match stuff to get the dinosaur names. We have to match the pictures. It's really nice. And we get this little star animation too, and it'll play as a little jingle. Now this one, they sometimes, depending on what device that you're on or something, or maybe it's device or app, I'm not sure. Sometimes the music will appear, sometimes it will not. I'm not sure why, but I've had that happen a few times where the music just does not appear, but it does on like my phone. Actually, I think when I was Let's Playing it, I think I showed that off, and it did that too. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's an app thing, but it's kind of weird that it does that. But yeah, but yeah, very good letter. Definitely one of my favorites, though. I would say C is probably better for me because I like the little cat and stuff and the Starfall thing. This one's really good too, with the dinosaur dance and song and all that. It's really good too. Um, Now we have E. E's up next. Now E is another interesting one because of well, first off, let's talk about the fact that the letter E has a little animation, where they go up in the escalator and all that. I think that's pretty clever. It's a really clever thing they do. But but yeah, I really like that. But yeah, E has that. Yeah, it has all that, and pretty catchy. I mean, well, when that gets pretty interesting. Oh, the thing that's really interesting about E though is it does this thing where it fits actually three things in one segment. Because I said they have three of them usually. Minus A, and there's a couple others I think. Um, but like there's like one in W, I think that has four as well, like the A, but E has this thing where it has the three segments, but one of them has an enter and exit sign, which both start with an E, and then they use an elephant, and I think that's really clever. And I really like their mini game too. You get to like put the eggs in the right basket, similar to A with the apples. Well, I guess it's not a basket, it'd be their nest, but it's really good and all that. I really do like it. This one's another S for me, another S. It's really good. But yeah, definitely really good letters though. So far the only one that has gotten an A is B. But I think I'm gonna probably continue this here soon because I kind of want to take a little bit of a breather, and then we'll kind of come back and I'll do more of this later. But I'll be back after a break. All right, I'm back from my break. I had to eat dinner and all that, and now I'm like doing this out in the garage. Now, so this is my first tier list, so yeah, I think it might be a little bit weird, but anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get back to the tier list. Let's see, what do we got now? We did E. Oh, so run F. F. For flamingo. For a flamingo. Yep, that's what we got. F for a flamingo. So F is next. Now F is actually introduces us to another letter game mechanic known as like you pick the right letter. They give you this mini game. If you pick the wrong letter, it'll just do a f sound. I don't remember, but I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure this one. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. This one I cannot remember if you could actually get this one wrong originally or not. I can't remember. I don't remember. I actually wish that again there was like a physical copy of this game. I would figured there would be from when it came out, but I think it came out in 2001 or 2002. This game did. But they did do upgrades with the games over time and added more stuff to it, so I don't know. They didn't really add much to the letter stuff though, but I don't know, but regardless though, on this one I can't really judge on that case. But besides that, it's really good. Like, I really like when you get the letters right. It plays this music. I forgot the name of the track. It's a very popular one. But I like we get to see the little old Fisher guy come out and smile. It's pretty nice. It's a really fun letter. I even like the animation with this one too, where the water sound effect and then the F floats up. It's really nice. We're gonna give this one an S too. This one's getting an S. Oh, what? It doesn't. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. No. How do I... What happened? Okay, I guess it, I don't know, for some reason it did that. Because now it's meant it didn't work. Why did it do that? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the tier list. Now we have G. Alright, G is next. Gee, I'm excited about this one. Get it? Huh? Anybody get it? Whatever. I know it's a funny little joke. But G. So G's another one of those interesting ones with a one of a kind game at the end of it. So G has this game doesn't appear again, but you get like these coins. So you get a coin and you can buy gumballs. So depending on stuff and all that, like depending on like if you spend 5 coins or 10 or 25, like sometimes you can get more. I really do like that a lot. Like it teaches you kind of a little bit of math too while it's at it. It's really nice. The girl only choose the gum I think once and that's it. But it's still kind of nice educational math. It would have been nice if she kind of like chewed like 5 gumballs instead of just one, but I guess maybe she just eats it all at once. I don't know. They could have done a little bit more, I think, with the ending with that, but otherwise it's not that bad. Of course, because girl is with a G, they have to make it a girl. Interestingly too, I want to point this out, by the way, unlike B, G, they have a segment where they show a girl, but they actually make it live action, where the B for the boy, they make it an actual cartoon. So, when they say, I'm a girl, I'm a boy, it's kind of weird that they actually use a live action girl instead of an animated one there. Now, the B one, they've done that forever. So, I don't know if originally maybe it was a boy too, like a live action boy or not. I don't know. I don't remember them ever doing that though, but I don't know. Even looking back at some older videos, I have not seen that. Because I don't think they started doing a lot of these changes until later. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird to have a live action girl here and then. I'm not complaining. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying that it's kind of interesting. But they use a cartoon girl for the gum. I guess to be fair, it'd be easier for a cartoon girl to blow a gumball, bubbles, than having an actual kid doing it. Kids can blow gum, but it's a little more tricky. You gotta learn how to do it. But I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this one deserves a S. I think it's really good. Now we have H. H is next. Now H, unlike G, I'll say I like the animation with this one a little bit more. I couldn't really rank all of them, like they have a lot of different animations, but G has them coming out of gum, and then H has them coming out of horns. It's really nice. Like it's really nice. I do really like it a lot. H also has actually I don't remember what all H had. It has a hummingbird in it, which hummingbirds, I don't know if they're still considered the fastest birds, but they were once considered the fastest and smallest birds. I don't know if they still are. I think I learned that maybe in elementary school. I can't remember. I was actually introduced to this Starfall in elementary school in second grade, but I don't remember. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't remember on age. Like what else was there. But I do know that they have a mini game here again. So similar to D, they have a mini game, which by the way, I'm gonna clarify is for all the ones with the future one with the puzzle or the matching games. All of them, in some versions of the game, or like I said, some versions or some apps. Which I think it's some versions because I had this happen on the phone, like I've said. Because I think I had to like redo one of the games or one of the things I think it was, and it didn't work. Because the video guys couldn't hear me talking, so I redid it. I kept the other video, but I did redo it. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to have all that, but yeah, basically you can hear the little star jingle depending on what version you have. But this one actually has a happy hippo. You get to see a happy hippo, which is really funny because normally hippos are very gruesome animals, and you would not want to get in with one of them. They might even be more vicious than lions. I don't know, but I know they're pretty vicious. Unlike lions, though, I think hippos are vegetarians, but still, it's pretty crazy. But I want to give this one another. I think it deserves another good. Like it's definitely another S. There. Now we have I. I is next. And I is the one I was talking about, by the way, that does not have a really fancy animation. This is something that I think they could have added. I've talked about that I'm not happy with some of the changes they did to it, to Starfall here, but this is something they should have added. They could have left all the other crap alone and added this. Give I an animation. Maybe it comes out of the ice, because I starts with I. Maybe somebody's fishing in the ice and then it comes out. That would have made more sense to me. Well, that would have made more sense, but yeah, no, they have to go and ruin that by just giving it I guess because invisible, you got your eyes, you could say it's invisible and all that, and it just appears, but I just think they could have done so much better with it. Everything else about it, the letter is really nice in the game. They show off an iguana, which I talked about. 8 shows the smallest bird. I think an iguana, I believe, is the biggest lizard. I could be wrong, but I think it is. And then they show an inside of an igloo, because igloos are actually very hard to kind of see because they're usually in cold places, and some places don't. Well, a lot of places on Earth don't get cold enough, really to have igloos. So, to see one inside of it, it's pretty cool. And it shows a real person inside of it, too. It's really nice. I like, too, they have the cartoony, wind, the breeze in it, too. The transitioning to the man inside the igloo. It's pretty cool. And then there's also, there's also, what is it, there's also the, oh yeah, the insects too. It's pretty nice. I do really like that a lot. It's all really fun, I like all of it. I even like the mini game. It's similar to the E and the A, where you just match or put the adult and the capitalized and lowercase letters in the right spot. It's really fun, and you get to have insects coming out. It's really fun. But yeah, I'm gonna say this one deserves an A, and that is because I would have gave it an S if it had a better animation, but it doesn't have a better animation, so I think it deserves an A, not an S. But still pretty good. And now we have J. Now J is another one of these I like. So Jay has a little thing with their animation where you have the hen, which is on one of the storybook book things. You have the hen, riding the jet, and it makes the letters appear. I really like that. It's a really good animation. Actually, I think it matches the letter here too, which is pink. Which J is also one of the few that actually has a pink color, which is interesting too. But yeah, I really do like that a lot. I think that's really cool. But yeah, I really do like that. And Jay also has, some other stuff too, like, the jump and stuff too, seeing some animals jump. It's really nice. And I'll say I really do like the little frog game. You get to play a game and then you have a frog. It's really nice. I don't remember the game off the top of my head exactly, but I do know, there's these frogs that'll jump and all that, and then you got a little flute music play. It's really nice. Yeah, Jay is definitely really good. I love Jay. I'm gonna give it an S. And now we have K. Yep, we have K now. K. So K is another one I like too. K has the little animation where you have it kicks the ball, or it kicks the ball, right? I think that's what it kicks, is a ball. I don't know what else it would kick. Maybe a puppy. No, that'd be too dark. No, we wouldn't want it kicking that. I think it would be a ball though. It would definitely be a ball. Yeah, it kicks and all, and we had a little one that does it too, which is the lowercase k. I like that it's a higher pitch. It's kind of like B in a way, where they have like a little bit of a a little bit of a higher pitch. A lot of the letters do that. Not all of them do, but a lot of them do this, and it's pretty nice. But yeah, I really do like that a lot. I like too. We get to see a kitchen too, and I like the animation of the kitchen too. It's pretty nice and all that. And then by the end and all this, we have you could pick your animals, and for a mini game, you get to pick your animals and take them through a maze and all that, and then they can sing whatever animal you pick. They can sing. It's really nice. Well, unfortunately, it would be like that. Unfortunately, though, they I don't know. I think this one's glitched or something, because I cannot get the animals to change. It's literally like if I want to be a kitten, I think it automatically does the kangaroo. Yeah, I think that's the one it does. It does the kangaroo. So I cannot see the other animals perform, and I think I want to kind of give it an A. And I mean, yeah, it's not really Starfall's fault for this one as much. Well, I mean, it's a little bit is, because they can go back and fix the glitch, the bug, but yeah, I literally do not like that it does this. It is so annoying. I really do not like that. It's kind of annoying, but I just don't like it as much, but But otherwise, I think it's also really good too. And now we move on to L. Oh, yeah, I picked up L. Okay. So L is next. L probably has my favorite little title card or animation to it. I mentioned this during my let's play of Starfall. I mentioned that I really like Starfall's L title card the best, and that's because I really like the animation where the lightning makes it appear. I like the little cartoon clouds. They kind of remind me of older Family Guy, with a little black outline and stuff. I mean, I kind of like the clouds. I guess to be fair, they want to make them look more like actual clouds and not really paintings or comic books. But I kind of liked like Family Guy and all that doing that stuff in the past. But I don't know. But it is really interesting to see, it and hear and all that. It's pretty nice. And there are some other moments where it does this too. But I feel like Starfall kind of changes that a lot, which is funny. Like, I'm not sure why, but they changed that a lot, which I just find kind of weird. Yeah, I really do like it a lot. It's really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna give that an S for sure. And I like the mini game too for the lovely ladybugs. It's really funny and nice. Also, yeah, I guess you just click it there and it automatically does it, so that's good to know. And now we have M. M is next. Now M, I'm gonna say this, M, I will say I actually like. I like the so I sort of like the monkey animation for M appearing. But I also kind of feel like it could have been a little bit better. Like, I don't know. I feel like having the monkey, like a monkey appear and there being like an A, or an A, I mean an M, and then the other one just appears with it. Like, I kind of wish maybe there was two monkeys that appeared one after the other. Like, maybe it was an older monkey and a baby monkey or something like that. I don't know. That'd have been kind of nice. Or maybe it could have had the monkey hold the, hold the M. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe that might have been a little too much, but I don't know. I feel like they could have, maybe made the M, at least the uppercase and lowercase M a little bit separate. That would have been nice. Also, what's interesting about M is the mini game. M is the only one to play the Twinkle Star theme twice. So it appears twice after you finish the mini game, and then it appears again when the monkeys giggle and laugh and stuff. So it's really interesting how it actually appears twice. And actually, I think this is the last time it appears, because after this, sadly, the mini games kind of stop and all that. So grading them is a little bit more difficult, I feel like, because the mini games kind of added a lot to these. I don't know why they kind of stopped adding the games to them, but I don't know. But I still give it an S. I think S is pretty good. I would say a lower S because I think the animation for the M could have been a little bit better, but otherwise I don't think it's that bad. Now we move on to N, which is the first to not have a mini game. N though is I like N because it plays crickets like at night. Because night starts with the letter N, so it has little crickets play and all that. So we have like a slow cricket and then a fast cricket for the little N. It's really nice and all that. It's definitely a pretty interesting thing to have, but yeah, I actually do really like that a lot. Like, I do really like it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it an S. I mean, yeah, there's no mini game. I could just give it an A, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I should give it an A because there's no mini game. I don't know, I think I'll give it an A because I kind of wish there was, some mini games for it, but I don't know. I don't know, maybe I think it deserves like a little bit of a high A almost S. Like I think if it had a mini game, I probably would have gave it an S, but I don't know. Now we have O. We have an O. So O is next. O is I like O's animation. So it appears from an orange. I guess it comes. Like it gets dropped down from above and it's like behind. I think it's like behind the orange. Like both are behind the oranges. It's really funny. And all that, and we get a little octopus too, and all that, and similar to like similar to similar to the others. Like similar to again the others and all that, like well, or like B. This one actually does have a mini game, by the way, but it's similar to B. It has this thing where like you have to put the letters in the right basket or the right spot. But just like B, you can't get it wrong anymore, and I don't know. I'll probably just put it there. I guess I'll just put it there because I mean, I'm not really ranking these. I'm just like, I was just gonna put it next to B because they have both have similar problems. Yeah, I kind of wish they did more. I hate that again that kids can no longer get this stuff wrong, so it kind of hurts a little bit. Also, something I didn't point out that I want to point out from B that I didn't point out is that I think I noticed too that hold on sorry, I noticed that by the way, I noticed with B, or not B, I mean I noticed with not B, I noticed oh yeah, just with B, sorry, with B I noticed that the letters and all that, like, they tend to give you the exact same ones. So they make it, like, super easy, too. So it's like, I mean, I get you want to help kids learn, but, like, they need to learn, too, that getting things wrong is okay, too. Like, and that's the thing, too. Like, I think I've noticed that, like, the uppercase B, for example, like, it would give me all of them at once. And then it would give me the lowercase ones. I'm like, you should mix them up and all that so kids can learn. Like, I don't know. I just think I kind of hate that they kind of made it more easier, but yeah. Plus, we can't hear the Starfall gal say "oops" when you mess it up, which I kind of thought was always interesting. But yeah, I don't know. But now we have P. So P is next. P, I really do like P. It's like a popping animation from the balloon. It's pretty nice. Also, P has pigs, which actually, it's another one from like E, where it has like more than one, thing. Like it says pink pigs, as there's more than one. So, pink pigs. So you can actually have the pigs, they're pink pigs, but they also play the same music as E, too. They play the same music. So that's pretty nice. I mean, I don't think the extra wording started off of that. Maybe it did. Maybe it did with E, I don't know, because they had the elephant and stuff, but I'm pretty sure there were others, I thought there were others that did this too. Maybe not. I don't remember. I guess B did this with their letter, their letter animation. So I don't know. I guess A did it too. I don't know, but anywho, I was gonna say that P though. P has the same music though, so they definitely got that from E. And sadly, it will be the last time we hear the little jungle music. I kind of liked the jungle music. It was pretty nice. But unfortunately, it does not have a mini game, which I think I'm going to give it also another A. I think compared to B and O, I think and I think P, K, and N are definitely a lot higher A's. And then again, they would be S's if they had some mini games, but they don't have mini games. Like they could have made a popcorn mini game. Maybe you had to make some popcorn or something. I don't know. They could have done something like that, but they really didn't do anything. So now we have another one here, Q. So Q has an animation like where they're quick. They're quick. So that's really interesting too. Another thing that's interesting about Q is I didn't bring this up with O. I forgot that it was O, not P, but I wasn't thinking about this anyway. But in O, there's the ostrich card thing, and we have a British gal, or I guess it would have been Australian, because ostriches, I guess, live in Australia, so they wanted to get an ostrich accent in there. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but Q, the entire thing is narrated by or talked to by a British gal. I don't remember if when the letters appear, I can't remember if it's like that, but it's really weird. Like I don't know like why they replaced the person with a British person. I don't know why. Maybe the letter Q is very popular in Britain. I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize anybody. I just think it's kind of weird that like up to this point and even further on, all the letters are narrated by an American person, and then we have an Australian person here, or not Australian. I mean a Britain, a British person here talking. It's kind of weird. I mean, it was like that with the ostrich too, but that's also Australia, and actually, I think it would be an Australian accent, but this person had this person was in Australia, or this person I think narrated the Australian or the ostrich one, so I don't really know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, but it's really interesting to see and all that. And also, another thing too is they give you animations for Q and U, which apparently Q and U are like stuck together when you have words, so they always have it like that. I'm not sure why it's like that either. Maybe I should look that up afterwards, but I just think it's kind of weird. They have it like that, but there is a country that has a Q and a U that's not like that. It's just a Q. I can't remember what it was, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give this one also an A, because again, it doesn't have a mini game. Yeah, pretty much any of them that don't have mini games are probably gonna get an A. There will be probably maybe some down here that'll probably get not that. But I will have to wait on that. Also, I don't have S or, I thought I had S. Oh, I have S right there. I don't have R. Hold on a second. Let me get R. Okay, I don't know what was going on. It was not letting me, it kept showing the same image. But I guess I got it taken care of, so. Alright, now we have R, though, as a lot of people might prefer it as the bossy letter, because it tells the other letters to shut up. No, it really does. It it literally will tell the other ones, it will silent the other letters and words and stuff and all that. It's really interesting. But yeah, we have R though. R is next. Now R, I do really like the animation for this one too. This is probably one of my favorites. Where the R's, like both uppercase and lowercase, go sliding down the rainbow. The big R goes down super slow, and then the little one goes down super fast, which actually makes a lot of sense because kids versus adults, and they go down slides, they'll go faster because they don't weigh as much, so they go faster. And I know because I grew up going to play areas and stuff and all that, and as I got older, I got taller. I didn't go down them as fast. Heck, our Burger King, or not like but like a Burger King I went to, it still has its play area, by the way. It, like I don't go down as fast, because I'm bigger. But I did go down faster when I was little. And they didn't upgrade the Burger King at all. I mean, I don't know if they may have changed maybe the play area a little bit. I don't remember. Because it was remodeled, but I didn't see it. It still looks kind of the same, even through the windows. So, I don't know. But yeah, we have R, though. R. And that's one of the animations. And we have like some rain. So, because, it's with R2. So, I like that we get a little thing of rain. And it's pretty cool. And then all that. And, apparently, it looks like it's based off of a famous painting, which is pretty nice. But yeah, this one doesn't have a mini game either, so I'm gonna put it in A as well. But it's still a really good. It's probably one of the better ones in my opinion. Like I think I might like it more than even K. But it's definitely. I said if it had a mini game, it would have been better. But now we have S. S is next. And S is another interesting one because S actually does something kind of like B does in a way. It actually has two things in it. Yeah, two. So yeah, I told you guys that B has a little bee, like a bug bee, not the word bee, but a bug. Yeah, it's a bee in the card, and then they have them bouncing too. That's exactly what happens with S. S has snow, and then it has a seesaw. So it's kind of cool to have a little seesaw. It's really nice. But yeah, it's a little bit of a seesaw. I really like it a lot. It's really cool. A lot of things are actually start with the letter S. So you'd think this one would have a mini game. Unfortunately, it does not. However, it does have a weird little card where the S is just floating on a freaking skateboard like it's a ghost, and these other creatures that I'm assuming are, I think they are actually all, I can't remember exactly, but I think they're all from the letter J, where like they're jumping, but now they're actually skateboarding, which is pretty cool, and all that. And I like to have a snake in there too. Shaped like an S, like it literally looks like an S, because snakes actually can move their bodies like that. It's really interesting. But yeah, it's another good one, but no mini game, so it unfortunately gets another A. But I would say this one and R are definitely really good. Now we have T. T is next. Now T is another one I like. It's similar to S. They use two different animations for not animations. I mean two different they include two different things in the animations. So they include a train, and then they include a track. So they include a train and a track, which is pretty cool. So you get yourself a little train and a little track, and then it's really cool to see that. And then T also. There's a lot of words that start the letter T as well. Um, but um, but yeah, we have like the taxi segment too. So we get like now this is like one where we get three, just like E. We get three of them. We get like a taxi. We get 10 taxis, and then we get a little turkey reading, like a little turkey reading something on a sign at the on the last one that appears. So it's really cool to see that. Like that's really cool. I really like that a lot. This one's definitely getting an S. I like this one a lot. I don't think it's probably as good as the F one. I think F is better and an E, but it's still really good. Like it's still a really good one. I even like the little mini game because this one has a mini game and that's why it's getting an S. I mean, to be fair, again, a lot of people might be getting mad at me for this stuff, but the thing is though is it doesn't mean I hate the letters. I also want to clarify, it doesn't mean I hate them. I just don't like when they do this because I think it's kind of annoying a little bit. You know, like I think it'd be nice if they would include more of that, but because I think that's a big part of it, and all that, having all these mini games. And I mean, yeah, I'm sure some of these, like Q, for example, there's not a lot of words that start with the letter Q, so maybe it'd be hard to kind of come up with that, a Q for that, or like a Q mini game. But it could do some stuff with the other ones, But I don't know. But now we have another word. I mean, another letter here, U, which, by the way, I think is the only other one we have. Yeah. We have like 4 more down here. The only other one to have a pink or a letter. I mean, J and Q are the only ones to be pink. I like the color pink. It's really nice. I like all the other colors too, but pink is probably the best looking one for these, at least. I'm kind of picky when it comes to colors though, so some things I like colors more with things than others. So, but yeah, with Starfall, I like the pink the most, but I don't know. But yeah, we have U though is next. U. So U is an interesting one. So U I keep saying interesting ones, but trust me, U is also very interesting because U does not have it actually does not have a lot of, because it doesn't have a lot of words that start with the letter U. Unfortunately, they had to change, or they had to like put in words that actually have the letter U in them and all that, instead of like having it like that. So and all that. So like the animations, like they have an animation where we see the UFO drop off the U's, which I really think is funny. I really do like that a lot, and that's one, unlike M, that's actually one where I like. I don't feel like they need 2 separate animations for the uppercase and lowercase letters. I think it works this way. Where M, I feel like they could have had another monkey come in there, because otherwise it makes it look kind of weird because it appears without the monkey there. But this one though, I really do like a lot. It's really nice. It's probably one of my favorites, just like R. I really do like it a lot. And I'm not sure what they were doing in a UFO. I guess they're aliens, I guess. Maybe that's why there's not as many words named with the U. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty nice to see this and all that. We do see like there is the word under an umbrella. So I have an umbrella and then under it. So we see somebody under an umbrella. But after that, the other two do not have any of that, unfortunately. This one though does have a mini game though, unlike the others so far. So you think out of all of them, like I wouldn't think you would have a mini game. Like why does you like I get the letter U is in there, but like why does U get the mini game and not S? Because they have fun in the sun, you know? Like why doesn't it have it in there, you know? I'm guessing maybe because fun and sun rhyme, because they'll do that too. They'll do that as well. Now, unlike on the Starfall one from C, the Starfall camp, there's no song. It's just showing kids having fun, which I mean, is nice and all, but I don't know. I think the one with the C was better. But also, another thing too is, I don't know. I think another thing I will say about this about you is they could have probably put at least one more in there. Like, why couldn't they put Uranus in there? You know, that's one of the 9 or 8 planets, depending on who you're talking to. You know, on in the solar system, and they couldn't put Uranus in there. I don't know why they didn't put that in there. Or I guess it's called Uranus or something like that. It's not called Uranus. It's called Uranus or Uranus. I think it's called what it's called. I don't. I think people are pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. I maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know, but I don't know. It starts with the letter U, so they could have included it, but they didn't. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think this one though. I think I'm gonna give it. I was thinking about maybe giving it an A because it has it has a bunch of mini games, but it lacks a lot of letter U's. But also, I can't really give them problems with it because there's not really a lot of stuff. I mean, there's unicorns. I guess they could have done unicorns, but as well. Even though unicorns are technically fake, they could have probably still did that. But I guess they want to teach about things that are real, maybe. I don't know. I think because they did include at least one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it an S. It'll be a low S, but I don't think it deserves an A because it does give you a mini game and all that, and yeah, I don't know. I was very skeptical giving it an A, but it does have a mini game in it, even though I said the mini game is probably not as, it's not one of my favorites because I don't really like that it also takes forever for the, you just sound the word sun out. I mean, I get they're trying to teach kids to read, but, like, I think the word sun, like, they could have done more with words with it. I don't know. But anywho, we're down to like 5 left. I guess I guess Y wasn't there. I didn't see. I thought Y was there. Oh well. Okay, well we'll do Y before we do Z then. I don't know how it got out of order, but it did. Anywho, I guess we have V now. Now V is another really good one. V has the volcano, which takes me back to when I was in preschool. We made ourselves a little bit of a fake volcano and stuff. I can't remember how we made it, but we did that kind of stuff and all that, and I like that a bunch of V's come out of it. It's instead of lava, it's really funny. I mean, it's not real lava, because that'd be dangerous, but it's still pretty cool. Also, we had we did things like we did things like do things. I mean, we also did things like green eggs and ham and stuff too. It was pretty nice. Like dyed the eggs green and stuff. It was pretty interesting, but yeah, I don't know. But I will say this: I really do like V that we get. We also get something with the vacuum. It's pretty funny too. We get like a vacuum, and apparently the V's are like stuck underneath the vacuum. I kind of feel bad for the V's a little bit. They're like stuck under the vacuum, but at least they got out. Or I guess maybe the vacuum cleaner was cleaning them up. I don't know. I don't know. But then we have, also the van one too. I like the little van card because it plays a little short song, but I like that we have like this hippie dad and his son and his friend and this dog driving down the road, and then you can change it so every time you play it, it'll change it. It's really cool. Definitely a lot of really cool stuff I really like. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much, I think, all I can say here with that, though. Um, I don't remember, like, what the other title card, or the other card was that they had, or I call them cards, like, slide cards, because they show off different stuff, but I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say this one is going to get an A, too, because, again, no mini game, but, you know. Now we have W. Now, W, oh boy, oh my god, this one kind of pisses me off a little bit here. Yeah, we're at W. This one, here's the thing. I really like the title card of this one. They get, like, stuck on the web and all that. It's pretty cool. And then we get, like, a wolf title card where we see, like, a purple background. It's really cool. And then, like, a walk symbol, and then it says don't walk. It's really cool. I'll say the wolf one's probably the best one of them, because the wolf, I like that it's like it has a cartoony background. Like, it's really cool. But then we go to the wig segment. I have absolutely I have no, like, I do not know why they did this. But Starfall, for some reason, decided to change the freaking wig segment. They decided to change it. So I'm similar to A. There's like a, there's symbol ones. There's like there's a singular, and then there's more than one. You got the little S. So I got wig and then wig, so it's an S. So they completely got rid of the live action kids and then put animated kids in there. Like, why did they do that? Like, why? I don't understand that at all. I've said that before, that I've liked Starfall's animation. That's why it's so memorable. But why did they get rid of that? It makes no sense at all. I don't know. I don't understand that. It just makes me mad. It makes me freaking mad that they did that. They did that crap. Like, it's annoying. Like, it's really annoying and all that. And and all that. And on top of that, there's like no games to with it. There's not really any games. I kind of want to just give it. I don't know. Let me actually. I think I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I might have to scroll down. I don't know why it wasn't letting me scroll down. I'm going to be giving it a C. Yeah, we're going to give it a C. Because of that one change and all, and the fact that there's no mini game with it, I think this one definitely deserves a C. Like, it's still fun to go through, but it's a huge downgrade compared to what it was, because they took out that. And I don't like that. And then the freaking segment kind of goes on for a long time, too. I mean, which I guess I wouldn't normally mind, but it was fine with the kids. Like, I feel like getting rid of the kids was a little bit disrespectful. I feel like, that they were in there and all that, I was trying to go on Wikipedia to see why they changed it, but I couldn't really see much on that, so. Yeah, I'm really not happy with that, so. Alright, now we have X. X is next. So, X is, one of the last letters we have here. And unlike, like you, X has, does not have a lot of words that have, the letter X in it. So, just like you, unfortunately, they did have to change it up a little bit. Like, they had to put some stuff, like with words in there with the letter X, either in the middle or at the end. So, similarly to, let's say, like you did with sun or something, they had to do it like that. But yeah, I will say I do like that X has I like that its animation with the little X-ray. It's pretty nice. Unfortunately, though, I don't like that. Again, it has no mini game, because a lot of these don't have mini games. I know I keep saying that, but like it's true. No mini game. This one they probably could have easily done a mini game. I think they could have done one with this one, because this one they could have done like the alphabet. Maybe you have to follow the alphabet, to find some treasure or something, and then X marks the spot. They could have done something like that, but there was no mini game for it. I kind of wish there was like a little bit more like an X, or a xylophone or something in there. But I guess to be fair, they were thinking like, a lot of people do xylophones, so let's do something different maybe. I don't know. There actually are some other X words too, by the way. There is like a dog. It starts with the letter X. And it's like an X-ray fish. I'll have to show you guys that before I let it go, but it's kind of cool, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it. I'm gonna give it an A, because I think it doesn't deserve a B. I could give it a B because of I was thinking about giving this one a B, for a while when I started the video, but I was like, what, I'm gonna give it an A because why not? Why not give it an A, because it's not. I can't really blame them here, and yeah, I mean there are things that have the letter X in it, but I think it's a little bit more difficult with X. So I'm kind of forgiving them there a little bit, but I was kind of thinking about giving it a B, but I decided not to do it. Now we have another thing here. We have Y. Y. So the letter Y is another interesting one, because there's also not a lot of words with the letter Y either, but unlike U and X, which are the only two ones in the entire letters that we have here that actually have to change stuff up, that with Y and all the other ones, they at least have some words to go with it. I like the little animation here with the yo-yo, and it's yellow, because yellow starts with the letter Y. It's pretty nice. I kind of wish, though, we got another, we saw the same animation twice. We saw the one with the cards, with showing the letters appearing, and then we show a yo-yo again. Like, maybe they could have shown a yak or something, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's I don't think it's that big of a deal. I guess to be fair here with like X, I think they had ox. Yeah, they had an ox. So maybe they wanted to like do something a little bit different with this. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give it an A. Yeah, I think A is good. And now we have the last of the letters. The last one, and that is Z. So Z is next. So Z is our letter next. So Z is our last letter and all that, and I like that there's like a zipper thing. And similar to Y, they do the same animation too a little bit. I guess they do change it up a little bit. They do change it up a little bit more, with like a kid saying zip, zip, zip. And then like it opens and closes, but I don't know. I think they maybe could have done a little bit of maybe some more. I don't know. I don't know. This one also has a mini game too. It has a zigzag mini game, or like mini game. And when you make this appear, it has one of the most disturbing things in it. Apparently, it has or at least in Starfall, has these freaking weird kids and their animals, like, basically singing a song about how bad their life is or something like that. Like, or how tough it is to be a zigzag or something like that. It is very, very weird. It's not like super duper creepy to me, but it's definitely creepy. I mean, it's a nice song, but I don't know, for a kid's thing, it's a little bit much, I think. I'm going to go ahead and give this one... I think if it weren't for the creepy song at the end, I think I'd probably give it an S, but I think I'm going to give it an A. We're going to give it an A. I think we need to give it an A. But yeah, an A sounds pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much all the letters. All the letters. Also S, got appeared up there. I didn't mean to do that. This is a little bit harder to do on the phone, I noticed, but... I think if I had a stylus, it probably wouldn't be as bad, but... You know, for my first tier list, this actually wasn't bad. But, yeah, I wanted to show you guys just because I thought it was pretty cool and all that. But now before I let the video go, I want to show you guys, some X words real quick. There was going to be something else I was going to show off too, but I can't remember what it was. So I might just show it off for later, because I'll probably do more tier lists down the road. But hang on. There we go. I got this dog here. See that? Yeah, got this dog. But they could have put that on Starfall. I'm surprised they did it. They're not the most prettiest of the dogs because of their hair, you know, but they don't look bad. This one looks angry here. Kind of weird. And then here you go, got this too. So, I mean, you got some animals. I mean, yeah, there ain't a lot. So, I mean, it looks like it's not really called that, but it's kind of its nickname. But yeah, there's some X's in there. And actually, apparently, according to Dinosaur Train, there's also, I haven't seen Dinosaur Train in a long time. But I remember, like, there was this thing where there was an A to Z dinosaur thing, and that was on there, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of people, like, you know, don't really know that stuff, but yeah, I think though that was also an Exosaurus, I think, but I don't know. But people who I think made Dinosaur Train also, I think, were, you know, studied a lot of that stuff too, because there was like behind the scenes stuff and all that too. So a lot of people who worked on the show also were real life, you know, geologists or archaeologists, I should say, I think is what it is. So that's pretty cool. But I cannot remember the other thing I wanted to show off, but I wanted to show these off so you guys know there are some other X things out there, but they're kind of slim, you know, but, you know, still pretty cool. But yeah, maybe in the future, if I ever get my studio going, maybe I could hire people or something like that to do some show stuff. I don't know. I think, though, you technically have to have a license to do some of this stuff, though. At least people working, like, people who work with you on the show, like, if you're just, you know, videoing or something, I don't think you have to worry about it, but, like, for example, Mythbusters, you know, like, you have to actually have a degree, I think, in that stuff to be doing that kind of stuff, you know, because otherwise you could hurt yourself or others. So, yeah, but, you know, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and let the video go. I hope you guys enjoyed my first tier list. I wasn't going to worry about it, but I figured it'd be kind of cool to show you guys. I wanted to work with the tier list together and all that. But I'm going to go ahead and let the video go, because it's cold out here. And I mean, even though I'm in the garage, my feet are freezing, or my toes are. So, anywho, bye-bye.